Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Hirachandran College of Commerce, Solapur. I am Konade from BCA department. Today we will learn Angular. Angular is a single page web development framework to develop n number of web applications. In industry nowadays, each and every company wants full stack developer. So Angular is a web development framework to develop full stack development. We will use here Typescript as a programming language. Let's see what is Typescript. Typescript is a superset of JavaScript. All of you know what is JavaScript. JavaScript is a client-side scripting programming language. We cannot compile JavaScript programs. There are so many bugs or so many errors in your JavaScript programming language. To reduce these errors, we will use here Typescript programming language. It adds static typing and other powerful features to the language, such as object-oriented features we are introduced in JavaScript also and in TypeScript also. TypeScript is developed and maintained by Microsoft. It adds features like static typing. We cannot add static typing in JavaScript. So that's why this is a major issue in JavaScript. JavaScript decides which type of data we are stored in the variable. We cannot mention static typing when we are creating in a JavaScript. TypeScript supports interfaces, generics, and modern ECMAScript supports. Means TypeScript supports object-oriented features like abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, interfaces, and some new concept introduced in TypeScript is generics and modern ECMAScript support. It helps developers to catch errors early. We cannot judge errors when we are executing JavaScript. JavaScript is a runtime execution environment. We will decide errors at runtime, not at compile time. We can compile our TypeScript programming language to developer to catch errors early before executing the programs. To build scalable applications with better tooling, there are a number of tools to create TypeScript programs such as Notepad, Notepad++, Sublime Editor, Visual Studio Code. There are a number of tools to use to develop the TypeScript program. We mostly in software industry, they are used only Visual Studio Code for better tooling such as auto completion features, refactoring or restructuring the code. We can easily write the code, we can easily modify the code, we can changes the code easily and debug also. It is a compiled language. TypeScript is compiled language, meaning TypeScript code is first converted into JavaScript before execution. Means whenever we write TypeScript program using TSC, it converts TypeScript compiler our TypeScript program into JavaScript because there is no TypeScript engine to execute TypeScript program. That's why we are converting TypeScript program into JavaScript program. Understand all of you? Next, why? Because each and every browser has its own JavaScript engine. Like Google Chrome version 8 JavaScript engine is available. Apple Safari it has its own JavaScript engine. Microsoft Mozilla Firefox and Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, each and every browser has its own JavaScript engine to execute JavaScript program. But there is no execution engine to execute TypeScript program. So that's why we are converted TypeScript program into JavaScript program. It is a strong typing reduces runtime errors. Strong typing means what? We are mentioning the type, which type of data we are stored later. Where message colon data type means it may be your boolean, it's maybe your string, it's maybe your number. Which type of data we are stored? Equal to, you can assign value. For example, single quote or double quote, you can write here, welcome to Angular JS class. Okay. Next, it makes more code predictable as compared to C, C++, Java, C Sharp. These are codes are more uh, difficult to write, but in TypeScript, it makes code more predictable, maintainable, and easier to debug. We can write, if you know the JavaScript programming language, then it easily understand your TypeScript program. Next, see one example. Now I am writing one program in TypeScript program. Let message is nothing but a variable. Let is a keyword we will use in JavaScript also and in TypeScript also. We can declare a variable with the help of let, var, const in JavaScript as well as in TypeScript. Next, colon, which type of data we are stored. I am storing here string type of data, but in JavaScript we cannot mention which type of data stored. Next, equal to, we can store here hello world, means we are storing string type of data in the message variable. Now I will print this using console.log in bracket message. Message is stored which type of data? String type of data, and it holds value hello world. Now I will use here TypeScript compiler to compile your TypeScript program using TSC. TSC stands for what? TypeScript compiler. Next, TypeScript compiler compiles, it converts your all TypeScript code into plain JavaScript. And once again, here, once you are using TSC command, it converts your TypeScript program into plain JavaScript. Okay, because there is no TypeScript engine to execute your TypeScript program. That's why we are converting here plain JavaScript code. So then the output will display hello world. So this is a cycle of your TypeScript compiler. Next, in browser, via compilation, create a file hello.ts. Okay, see, let message colon string. I am storing here hello world in the message, and I will print using console.log. Now compile it into JavaScript using TSC hello.ts. TSC stands for TypeScript compiler. This command we will execute in the command prompt or in terminal also. This will generate a hello.js file which can then be included in your HTML file. Okay, we can use here hello.js file to attach in a HTML file. Then it will execute or it will show your output hello world. Next, see, this is your structure of your HTML page. HTML, body, h1 tag. Check the console for the message. Script. TypeScript is also what? Scripting programming language. Script, location of your hello.js file. Write down here hello.js files only, because Google Chrome, yeah, any browser execute only JavaScript program files, and script end don't use here .js file. If you write here hello.ts file, then it will not execute out. It some catches errors. And end of body HTML. Then the output will display here in your browser hello world. Next, in Node.js console, simply run the compiled JavaScript. If whenever you are execute in Visual Studio Code, first install Node.js. Next, node hello.js. Then the output will display here hello world. Now I will show you how to execute or how to write a TypeScript programming file in Visual Studio Code. Go to drive, D drive, make a folder here, TypeScript demo, enter, open your VS Code, Visual Studio Code, install Visual Studio Code in your operating system, click on this Visual Studio Code, I am writing here first program.ts. Create a one file, first program.ts. .ts stands for TypeScript file. Enter. Let is a keyword we will use here to declare a variable in JavaScript also as well as in TypeScript also. Let message is a variable name and we are holding string type of data equal to, we are assigning values welcome to Angular class. Full stop. Now I want to print this message using console dot log, open bracket, write down the variable name. See in VS Code how it's easily auto compile all the features. When you type console, it automatically displays console. We can write the program easily in VS Code. Now I will save this file. Now open the terminal, new terminal. Before executing first program.ts file, first install node version. Now I will check here node version. Node is available in your node.js website. You can download it. I will show you. Node.js download. Visit this site https://nodejs.org. Click on this link. See, if you want to use Windows operating system, then click on this file. There is x64-bit architecture. You can download here. The download will start. Within 30 seconds it will download, depend on your internet connection. Open this folder, double click this application. I already installed this Node.js setup environment. Now I will cancel here. You can go to next, next, next. Okay, I am finishing setup here. Close the browser. Now once again I will move to the terminal. Node, you can check your Node version, Node-v. I am using version 22.16.0. Now I will use here npm also. npm is nothing but node package manager. We can install n number of packages to develop web applications in TypeScript also. Now I will check npm version also. npm-v. Press enter. The version will be displayed on your terminal console screen. The version is 11.6.2. Okay. Now I will execute first program.ts file. Okay. So I will install here npm install -g TypeScript. Okay. Whenever you install and node package manager, it install -g stands for globally we are installing, like in Java we are set environment path variable. Okay. Next, TypeScript, we are installing TypeScript with the help of node package manager and set an environment path variable in a -g global flag. Okay. Now press enter. But one more here, whenever you install node package manager, you must need internet. Okay. Without internet you cannot install TypeScript. Then press enter. I already installed. Once again I am installing here. No issue. It installing TypeScript programming packages files with the help of node package manager. See, it added one package and changed one package in 17 seconds. It will display. Okay, and it successfully installed TypeScript. Next, the version we will check here. TSC TypeScript compiler -v. Press enter. The version is 7.0.2. Okay, this is a TypeScript version I am installed here. Now I will execute first program.ts file with the help of node. Now I will use here TSC to compile first our node program.ts. TSC first program.ts. It compiles your TypeScript program. It catches the errors early to check the valid code is not or not. Okay, press enter. See, whenever I use here TSC first program.ts file, it will convert first program.js file. Okay, now check this one file. See, use strict let message welcome to Angular class console.log message. This is a plain JavaScript code. It's converts. Now I will execute first program.js with the help of node. Node is an execution environment to execute your JavaScript also and TypeScript program also. Node first program.js. Press enter from your keyboard. Then the output will show here, welcome to Angular. This is the output we will check in your terminal. Understand all of you how to execute a first program in .ts file. Let's see next. Next, these are the features of your TypeScript programming language. First one is the static typing. It catches errors at compile time, not at runtime. In JavaScript, it catches error at runtime, not at compile time. That's why we are introducing TypeScript programming language to catch errors early at compile time before executing the program. Next, better tooling. There are n number of IDs are available. ID stands for Integrated Development Environments to provide better autocomplete features, suggestions, and refactoring. This is nothing but restructuring of existing computer code. Next, readability and maintainability. It's easy to understand TypeScript program. We can easily changes the code. It maintains the large code bases. It supports object-oriented supports like interface, enums, access modifiers, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation. These are the pillars of your object-oriented programming languages. TypeScript adopts all these features to develop a web application. Next is code safety. It helps to prevent bugs in large scale apps. We can easily find out the bugs in our program files with the help of this TypeScript compiler. Next, let's see in detail the key features of your TypeScript programming language. It is a strongly typed, means we are mentioning which type of data we are stored in the variable. If you want to store boolean value, if you want to store number value, if you want to store string type of data, we can use here different data types according to your requirement. Next, TypeScript is open source. We cannot pay extra money for that to license a copy. But in nowadays, n number of programming languages are introduced, but they are paid versions also. Like a Microsoft Visual Studio, C# is a licensed version. This is not an open source programming language. This is a licensed version. Next, it supports object-oriented programming language and developed and maintained by Microsoft only. It is a superset of JavaScript that adds advanced features to improve code quality, maintainability, and scalability. Let's see, static typing means what? Variables to hold the data, or we can manipulate the data, like function parameters and return values can have defined data types. Errors are detected during compilation instead of at runtime. Means, assume that I am storing here let age colon number equals to 25. If I want to store here string type of data, it immediately catches the errors before executing compilation. Let's see one example. Now I am creating here one variable let age colon number. This is auto completion features number. Now I am storing here welcome to HNCC Sholapur. See, there is a red wavy line, it will display. Type string is not assignable to type number. We are storing number, declaring here age is a number, but we are assigning string type of data. This is not allowed in your TypeScript, but it accepts in your JavaScript program. But this is not accepted in your TypeScript program. It catches errors early. Let age colon number. Only you can store here number value. I am changing here 25. Okay, means we have only number data we can store in the age variable. Next, Next, let each student is a boolean value. Boolean data type is stored. Boolean is stored only true or false. We cannot store string type of data. We cannot store number or numeric data. Decimal values we cannot store in boolean. Okay, so console.log we will display each student. It will display true because we are true values assigned with the help of boolean data type, and each student holds true value. Next, basic TypeScript example. See, I am creating one function here. Function greet. Name is a variable parameter we are passing here. And which type of parameter? This is a string type of parameter. And it returns also string. Return hello plus name. Name is nothing but your, it holds your whatever you are passing parameters to the functions. Let, I will call this greet method, greet function with the help of let. Let is a keyword we will use here JavaScript and as well as in TypeScript also. Message, message is nothing but your variable we are creating here equal to function name and parameter. I am passing here alias. Okay, now I will print message using console.log message. Here the string colon string annotation specifies the, this is a specify the type of parameters and return values. So this is what string type of, this function returns string type of data, and name is also we are used here string type of data. This code will transpiled into regular JavaScript before running. Okay. Next, it supports object-oriented programming features like classes, objects, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. Okay, all of you know what is class. Class is a user-defined data type. It is a structure of an object. An object is a real-world entity. Object is an instance of class. Inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. These are the pillars of your object-oriented programming language. And all these object-oriented features we are introduced or adopt in TypeScript also. Next example, see how to create class student. Constructor I am using here. Constructor is also special methods we are used in object-oriented programming. Access specifier, public, name, colon, string, and write down your business logic in this curly bracket. Next, superset of JavaScript means what? All valid JavaScript code is valid in TypeScript also. Plain JavaScript code also we are written in a TypeScript code also. Existing JavaScript projects can be gradually converted into TypeScript. Means all JavaScript projects we are slowly converted into TypeScript programming. Next, compile time error checking. It detects syntactical error or semantical error and type related errors before the code is executed. It improves software reliability. We can easily write a code. We can easily modify the code. Next, interfaces. Interfaces means what? It defines the structure of objects and it promotes code consistency and reusability. For example, interface, person, and it holds name and age. Name and age are the two data variables here, and it holds different kinds of data like name is a string, age holds number. Next, generics. Generics is a new concept introduced in your TypeScript programming language. This is not available in your JavaScript programming language. It allows writing reusable and type-safe code. Generics in TypeScript are tool sets that allow you to create reusable components. such as functions, interfaces, classes that work across variety of data types instead of single one. They act like a variable, but instead of passing values at runtime, you pass types as arguments at compile time. This gives you flexibility of dynamic typing without losing the strict type safety of the TypeScript compiler. Next, modules. Modules means what? Organize the code in a separate file. Whenever you are developing web application, .html file says different, .css file says different, .javascript file says different. All we are integrated with the help of this converted into in a single page application. It improves code maintainability and reusability. We can easily write the code, we can easily maintain the code. Next, type inference. TypeScript automatically determines the type when it is not explicitly specified. Explicitly not specified means what? Let city equal to Mumbai. City is what here? Variable. It holds string type of data. Okay, let's see one example. Let city equal to double quote. You can use here Solapur. Solapur is my data. I am holding here. Control S here. Now, whenever I move mouse on city, it displays let city colon string. It automatically detects which type of data we have stored. Understand all of you? Let, for example, let, or we can use const pi equals to 3.40. Okay, 3.14 is nothing but your decimal values. It immediately shows whenever I move mouse on pi variable, let pi colon number, because we are storing numeric data in a pi variable. See, 3.40. Okay. Now I will show here one more. Let student ID equal to 101. Okay, whenever our mouse move on student ID, let's it display which type of data we have stored here. Number. Okay, if you want to show let is active boolean value equal to false. Okay, where stored boolean values is nothing but only true or false. Whenever I move mouse once again is active variable, it immediately catches which type of data. Means this type of data is nothing but false, is nothing but a boolean values, and boolean it will display here boolean data type. Let is active colon boolean. It automatically detects it. This is a what? Explicitly. TypeScript automatically determines the type when it is not explicitly specified. Means let city colon string equal to Mumbai. We are writing implicitly. But if you are not write here explicitly, we will TypeScript compiler automatically detects which type of data we have stored. Inferred as a string. Inferred means what? This type of data is nothing but a string. Next, cross-platform support. Platform means what? Platform is nothing but your operating system. We can run our TypeScript program on any platform like a Windows operating system, in Linux operating system, or in Apple operating system. It runs on any platform that supports JavaScript, including browsers, Node.js, and mobile applications also. TypeScript runs on any platform that JavaScript runs on. The TypeScript compiler can be installed on any operating system such as Windows, Mac operating system, and Linux. In Linux, there are 600 plus distros are available. Means 1600 plus Linux versions are available in the market. So TypeScript is cross-platform support. Means any browser or any your operating system it runs. Next, it supports rich IDE support. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. It provides features like IntelliSense, auto-completion features. Whenever I write a program in TypeScript, it automatically detects. We can reduce the writings lazy. We can improve the code. We can easily write the code. Code navigation also it supports. The refactoring, we can easily restructure the existing computer code. Error highlighting, it immediately highlights the red wavy line whenever you are wrong any data we are stored. Debugging support also in used here. Next, ECMAScript 6 plus features. It supports ECMAScript features like a JavaScript features such as arrow functions, template literals, destructuring, asynchronous, await, spread, and rest operators. These are the new concept introduced in your TypeScript. Okay, as well as in JavaScript also these are used. Optional types. Developers can choose whether or not to specify data types. This is not compulsory to write which type of data we are mentioning here, making TypeScript more flexible and easy to adopt. Next. Next, see, this is the example how to convert our TypeScript program into plain JavaScript. To convert JavaScript code .ts into JavaScript, just you need to transpile it using TypeScript compiler TSC. Let's see step-by-step procedure. First, install TypeScript. If not already installed, then you need to run Node.js and npm install. Then run npm install -g TypeScript. This command to install TypeScript in your operating system. This install the TypeScript compiler globally, like a Java environment path variable we are used. Next, create a TypeScript file. Create a file with .ts extension, example hello.ts. In hello.ts we can write here function greet name, which type of data we can store here, and it returns string return hello name. Console.log, call the function using greet and send the parameter world, and world will hold here string name variable, and hello world will be displayed on your monitor screen. Next command is use the tsc command, tsc hello.ts file. This will generate a hello.js file with the equivalent JavaScript code hello.js. The function greet name return hello plus name, and console.log greet world. This is a plain JavaScript code we are converting here with the help of this tsc file. Then run the JavaScript file. You can now run it using Node.js. Whenever you are executing JavaScript files, with the help of Node.js, we can execute or include it in a web page also. Next, important key material links. You can learn TypeScript with the help of this Geeks for Geek. This is a shortcut links to learn. W3 School also is there to learn your TypeScript programming file. Okay, now I will stop here. Next, we will see how to write another program.